Hello again everyone, Ageofdune here, and we're back with another gameplay video of me. It's actually not a gameplay video I'm playing at the moment, so I guess it's not technically a gameplay video, but I am going to be reviewing my gameplay. I mentioned, actually multiple times now, that I intend to go ahead and work on ADC a bit better, because anybody who watched my recent Ashe game knows I am not so good with a lot of the ADCs. So I wanted to go ahead and try that out, and I'm wanting to pick up another ADC, because for some reason it seems like every time I'm forced into ADC, I end up going and being against people who ban Caitlyn. And Caitlyn is my main ADC, she's the one that I can actually do, so I end up losing out on that, and then I end up going as Ashe, and that's kind of no good. So I went ahead, I decided I wanted to try Miss Jinx here, because honestly, I've watched a lot of her, and she seems really entertaining. I did do some of Jinx in the Snowdown Showdown, which honestly, after doing so, I realized that that wasn't a very good example, just because of the way it was set up and everything. It didn't really teach me all that much, because it's in the AD carry's weakest area. I mean, I mean, not necessarily the weakest. They're decent early game too, but it's not the late game, and you never make it to late game. So I wasn't really seeing how she plays out late game, and I wasn't getting the dynamics of a 2 versus 2 because I was only playing alone. So I wanted to go ahead and try a normal. This is actually the only one I've done so far, but I intend to do more. I was actually trio queued with Dyrone the B the 4th and smurfping here. I met them because a few months ago, I think in July, maybe August, I don't know, but I actually played against them as Thresh, and they ended up finding their video fairly recently, and they went ahead and friended me. So we went ahead and played this game, and it was just a normal, obviously, as you can tell by the fact that there are 2 Vi's. So I figured that'd be a good time for me to at least try out Jinx to see how I actually end up liking her. So this particular video is just going to be me looking at how exactly I did and see where I can improve on and everything else. So right here, we're just helping Vi with the leash, and now we head on out to lane. We did actually stay there a little while extra, so we are going to get to lane after one of these dies. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Yeah, he actually got the gold for it, so that's good at least. So we didn't get out here too late, and I actually missed a little bit of CS there. But we are back in lane now, and look at the CS. We're tied, so she missed the same amount as I did. So that's not too bad. I ended up being against a Nidalee for support, which I've been against as a support myself, and I didn't really like it. But I have a Thresh on my team, and I do like Thresh. So we're gonna do down here. We're trading fairly evenly at the moment, which is not bad at all. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I could have changed so far. It's actually been going pretty decently. I mean, we are a little behind them, but not too far. We do have, like I said, we're against Nidalee, who can go ahead and heal later. But I think she started out with trap first, yeah? Yeah, she started out with the trap first. So we don't have to worry about that quite yet. And I've got Thresh on my team with his massive CC. He can't heal me, but I did start with a potion. I went ahead and started with Doran's Blade, which is a fairly normal build for an ADC to start with, as it does give that sustain over time if you're auto-attacking. That was a bit of a misfire there by me. There we go. Nidalee's just roaming around, and I am switching back and forth at least a little bit, but honestly in there I should not have done that. There are way too many minions here, and I ended up taking up just about the same amount of damage as I did, if not more. So really should not have switched to do that. I need to not harass with auto attacks when in the middle of a whole bunch of minions. So that's definitely something I'm going to have to take care of as well. And I'm actually switching back and forth there to try to keep it off the tower, but unfortunately that just ended up messing me up. And I ended up missing out on a lot of CS. So if I am going to do that, I need to go ahead and leave it as the rocket launcher. What is it? Oh, rocket launcher. It has a name, but I don't remember the name at the moment. So we're just going to go with rocket launcher. Yeah, he said after the first miss up there that he was a little bit rusty, so... And again, I missed out on some CS, which actually I should not have missed out on. Trying to get a little bit of damage in there with the zap, but I ended up missing that as well. But honestly, we're not doing too bad. I am still actually 7 ahead in CS. So that's actually not bad at all. I wasn't paying too much attention to her in the game, so I didn't actually know how well I was doing. Taking some harass there. And yet again, misplayed with my zap. And he misplayed with his pull. So... I'm not the only one missing out on the skill shots in this particular game. And again, just using Doran's Blade to go ahead and heal up. I knew that I was a little low on life. Ooh, she made a little bit of a mistake there. There we go. She was forced to flash out. I put down these, and honestly, that was a really good move on my part. That was part of the reason I think she had to flash. Had she not flashed, she would have stepped on them, and we would have ended up killing her. So, I am pretty happy with how I used my abilities in this particular game later on. Obviously, so far, it's been pretty weak. But honestly, my CS has been okay. I've definitely missed more than I really should. But I stayed ahead, at least so far, of my enemy, which is definitely a good thing as well. One thing I did notice in this game is I really need to get better at switching between things as well. There we go. There's the Flay from Thresh. And he got the grab on her. So I'm going in on the Nidalee and jump out. I do end up going down. But Thresh, I believe, takes her down as well. And now he goes in on the Ashe, who thinks she can out-trade him, but nope. Out comes the exhaust, and goes ahead and flays her, and now he's going to take her down too. So that ended up going pretty well there. I think I got 1 assist and a kill. So yeah, I'm definitely happy with that. I did actually go with Ignite for this particular game. And that actually, that wasn't on purpose. I went with Ignite because I played a bot game shortly before this. And, you know, in a bot game, Ignite's pretty good. So, I just kind of forgot to trade my summoners out. So, I ended up with Ignite instead of Barrier. But on the plus side, she was forced to use Barrier, and we still ended up getting her. Oh, nice grab there by the Thresh. Just doing some damage there. Wasn't able to get Flay because he didn't have the mana. But I'm on my way back to lane. Jinx is really slow. She felt really slow to me, and I'm not sure why. Oh, I don't even think she... What is her base movement speed here? Alright, so apparently that doesn't work. Gotta click there. 328 versus 357 for Thresh. So yeah, she's definitely slower. And there we go. I did see this going on. I landed that zap, which was a good move on my part. And unfortunately, she's a little bit too fast. Lux is not even responding at all, so we probably could have gone at her. But that's okay. We decided to go ahead and fall back anyway. Bot lane was coming up, so... was probably for the best that we did not end up going in, as our mid was not there. So I went back to lane, and there's a lot of pings coming out here from them, too. Not sure why. I guess they're just going to continue heading up. I think they thought that I was still there, or that they could catch me, but I was already on my way back. But because of this, I went ahead and played super cautious here, as I did not really want to run across them as they come at me. So, that's why I'm staying so far back here, not going in on the CS, because I knew they were going to be coming back, and we didn't have any wards. So, I wanted to go ahead and play very cautious until they did get back. And Thresh isn't here either, so that would be a 2 versus 1. And I don't really want to do that thing. But I am actually CSing with the rocket launcher. Get me that extra range so I can be fairly safe here. And there we go. Thresh is here, so we're definitely a little bit better off. And I do have potions as well, although I didn't put them on the... No, I did, okay. Yeah, I put them where I normally put them. That's good. There we go. Ooh, I just took a lot of damage there. I think I got chunked by Nidalee. And I'm missing CS again. I need to get better at CSing under the tower and not misclicking. I mean, part of the misclicking is my mouse, but even still, some of that was not that at all. Good job mid there for Lee Sin. There we go. Thresh trying to get the grabs again, did not end up making it, and just barely dodged that spear by walking out of range, which is not bad on him. I did manage to land the zap there, though, so she took a little bit of damage from me, and it revealed her, so we knew exactly where she was, and I just wanted to ride the Dark Passage, because Dark Passage is kind of cool. CS-wise, I'm actually only 7 up from the last time I checked, which means I have not been doing very well at all on CS for the past bit. Not sure what exactly happened there, but I apparently missed a lot of it. I'm still ahead of Ashe, but only by 7. And there we go. Looks like Thresh is going in. He saw Ashe, went out of position. He went ahead and flayed her there. And I landed the zap. And then I went ahead and tossed those things down, which did grab her. And that does slow her down. There's the Dark Passage. Going to go ahead and shield me. I took her down. And that gives me that massive speed boost. Out comes the flay from Thresh. And I use my ult to get the double kill. So that's a good thing for me. I'm actually very happy with the way that little fight went there. He did really well. And honestly, I think I did pretty well too. Landed my zap. I used my dragon traps as I should. Is what they are, right? Flame chompers. Yes. Sounds much more menacing. I used my flame chompers as I should to trap that Ashe. And honestly, I think that went really well. I'm very happy with the way that turned out. I did get the double kill. And that told me to go ahead and push this under the tower to make them miss CS. I also missed CS there. But she's still 29 and I am 40, which is definitely a lot better. I've got a lot of CS recently, so that's definitely a good sign. Unfortunately, we might have overstayed our welcome a little bit, but no, we're going to go ahead and fall back, and Vi's not going to be able to do too much to me. So I'm currently 11 ahead, which, I don't know, it's not too bad. I really should have gotten a bit better ahead by, CSing while pushing there, but instead I ended up pushing without getting enough CS, and that's probably a mistake on my part. CSing while doing things is probably something... It's definitely something I need to work on. There we go. Landed that zap. Got vision of her, and he managed to dodge the trap or the spear there, which is great. And now it's back to a little standoff here. There we go. He goes and wards up that bush after they just destroyed his previous ward. Darn them. It's alright. So far, at this point in the game, I was still really enjoying Jinx. I think she's a pretty cool champion. I got hit by that. That was probably a mistake on my part. And I got hit by that, which was definitely a mistake on my part. But on the plus side, I can go ahead and CS. And, of course, miss CS, because I'm pro like that. I didn't miss too much of it, though. And now 14 up. So I'm definitely widening my CS lead. There we go. We're going to go in. He lands the flay on her. My flame chompers got her again. And I missed zap. And I missed my ult, which was not good. There we go. He flashes out. She, unfortunately for her, walks into it. There's the flay. She goes down. That gives me that speed boost. I go in, land the zap. And then right here, I switch and take her down with the rocket launcher. So I'm happy with that one as well. I really do like the way I switched there right at the end to go ahead and secure that. That is something I had practiced in the bot game, is securing kills with the rocket launcher, because it does give such a good range. I can go ahead and use that just before they get under the tower and end up killing them. Just like I did there. So that's a good sign. That is another double kill for me. I am currently 5-1-1, which is pretty awesome. When I previously went back, I went ahead and went for the Vampire Acceptor, which I now turned into a Bloodthirster, and then promptly missed this, which was silly of me. Didn't even notice, and I was like, oh, missed. I misclicked, by the way. That's what happened there. I meant to click on the thing, but I clicked on the ground right behind it, so I ended up not getting the ride. I was pretty sad about that, and Thresh was laughing. He was laughing at me, which I don't really blame him. I do the same thing when I'm Thresh, and I go, oh, why didn't you get that? But it's very easy to not notice or to miss when you are the AD carry, so... I don't know. I'm not really used to playing with a Thresh as my ally anyway, so that's part of it. And I went ahead and secured the CS there with my rocket launcher. As it does have that range, I wasn't even close to it, so I wanted to go do that. And now I'm actually rocket launching to go ahead and clear these out faster, which actually got me a lot of CS very quickly, and I am now 21 ahead. So that's a good thing. In comes the Vi for a gank here. There we go. Looks like Thresh going in, lands the grab there, and there's the flay. I put my flame chompers down, land them on Ashe, and in comes the Vi. I'm just focusing down the Nidalee right now. I do end up taking her down. Chasing down now, there's the ulti, and I managed to take down the Ashe as well. So that is a good thing too. Got another double kill. That is my third double kill of this game. I was pretty happy at this point in time. And really, I mean, it wasn't even a kill steal, that one. They did a lot of damage, but she was out of range already, and they were turning back. And securing that with my ulti there, that felt pretty good. That is one of the things that I used to really like about Ezreal, is I could do that from any point in the map. You know, securing kills when they're all the way on the other side of the map is pretty awesome. Less awesome when you miss it by a hair, though. So then you're like, no! But that does happen. So we decided to go ahead and go in on Dragon here. There is a ward here, so the enemy team does know we're here. But we didn't even know that. But it doesn't matter. They're not able to do anything. They're way too far away. And we do end up taking down this dragon for free. Woo! And that is more gold for us. And we actually decided to stick around here, which I'm not sure is the best idea on our part. I'm at 1,200 gold, which I think... Yeah, it's not quite enough to get Zeal or anything, so it's actually not a bad idea. And we went ahead and went in. I actually think I had pinged to go back, but we ended up not going back. In comes the Lux. I do manage to go ahead and take down the Nidalee, and I should have immediately run. But instead, I decided to go ahead and fight. I could have gotten out of it had I run. So I really should have done that. And my zap, unfortunately, hit a minion. So, yeah, that's something I really should have done. Because that run speed after getting a kill with Jinx is amazing. That I found so many times in you know, this game that it just completely saves me and everything else. So on the plus side, Ashe is really bad at CS, I guess? I don't know. I mean, she's missing quite a bit of it. Yeah, even with us not there, she's missing quite a bit of CS. I'm currently at 70, and she's at 48, so I'm 22 up. And my lead is only growing, and that is great news for me. I'm not sure if she's somewhat of a newer player. I mean, it is normals, so that is actually a possibility. Or just because of how hard we were shutting her down, or what. I'm not sure exactly what caused it. But either way, we're going in on her now. There we go. I land my zap thanks to the Thresh Flay. There is the Flame Chompers. I take her down. That gives me the speed boost. Now we're going into the Nidalee. There's the Flay from Thresh. And my zap just barely misses, unfortunately. We're still chasing, though. May not be the best decision, but he barely manages to land that, and there we go. His Flay comes out again, and we're going to take her down. So that was a good thing, too. And I think that was another double kill for me, yeah? Yeah, I'm now 10-2-1. So, that's pretty awesome. Also, that attack speed. The attack speed buff from her Q, I really like that. You end up attacking so fast. Just pew, pew, pew. And you don't even have to build attack speed for it. I do, but you don't have to. Not sure what Nasus was doing down here. That's kind of strange. I think he was coming to gank us, but we backed off, so he decided against it. Unfortunately, we didn't back up far enough. So there we go. Thresh finds Vi there, goes in on her. I come in to help him, miss my zap, and out comes the Ashe ulti. So we get engaged on. I go down really fast, and we both kind of go down pretty fast. So, actually, I'm not sure if he goes down. But I definitely did. And he's doing his best to get out of it. He shields himself. Our Vi is coming to go against their Vi. So I think he does end up making it out of it. I'm the only one who does not. So, it was really not a good idea on our part to go ahead and go in. Once we saw the Vi there, we should have backed off because we knew they were coming. But we went ahead and went in on Vi anyway. And it just ended up getting me killed. Also, putting myself between their AD carry support and their jungle was not the best of ideas on my part either. That's one of the things I definitely need to work on as well as positioning. Because, you know, I'm a squishy. I should not have been between the two little bits. And getting hit by the Ashe arrow, I got stuck there, and then I ended up dying. So, it's not really overly surprising. It was really close. But I'm coming mid now, as they are pushing it pretty hard. I managed to go ahead, secure a kill there. Let's go ahead and see what exactly happened to her. Alright, so she was already really low here from Lee Sin. Or I guess she was really low. He almost killed her, and she was really low. That's why I decided to come over. And there we go. There's my ulti. I do manage to secure that, and that gives me the speed boost to immediately go in on Lux. And Lux is like, oh crap. I put down the Flame Chompers, and then zap ineffectually. Trying to chase her down. There's her ulti. I flash right into the ulti, amusingly enough. But it was okay, because I managed to kill her off anyway. So that's my, what, 4th double of the game? Something like that. Maybe 6th. I don't know. Either way, I got another double kill there. And I am now 12-3-1, which, you know, it kind of felt pretty good. There's a very nice play there by him again, and I am on a killing spree. We're pushing down here. Ashe is down there getting our tower, but we're getting mid tower, which is a lot more important than bot tower, especially considering we got bot tower forever and a day ago. It's definitely a lot better. In comes the Ashe arrow, barely misses us. And in comes the Nasus teleport. So we're kind of running away here. I put down Flame Chompers as a bit of a backstop, make sure they couldn't come at us. And unfortunately, I decided to go back in again. I did take out the Lux, but I really should have not gone back in again. I'm still getting out so far. Used Zap to go ahead and try to kite them. And unfortunately, he went ahead and slowed me here, and that gave them the opportunity to come in and shut me down. So Nasus is annoying. Nasus is definitely annoying. That is my fourth death of the game. And I'm actually leading on both kills and deaths for our team, which isn't so good for me. Yet again, I definitely got myself out of position there by going in on the Lux. I mean, I did take down the Lux, but she was worth a lot less than me. I should have just run. I really should have. That's one of the reasons that I have always regarded myself as not being very good at ADC, just because of the fact that I tend to get out of position because I play like a tank. I play right in the middle, and you really can't do that when you're an ADC. If you play in the middle, you're dead. AD carries are so squishy. But I'm back alive now, and I'm going back. I'm still 31 CS up. Gained another 10 honor. And I'm going back to lane. I went ahead and went for Phantom Dancer second, get me that additional auto attack speed, and now I'm just going to go ahead and push this down. Now, it's gotten to the stage where I really don't even need to worry too much about, CS, because it just kind of comes naturally. There we go. Down goes Lee Sin, but we're going to go for Dragon here, and they have no wards here, so they know nothing about it. I go ahead, start it. Because I've got Bloodthirster by this time. He is pinging mid-tower, but I said, oh, we're going to go for this first. So, it's Dragon. So we're going to go ahead and go in on it. More pings there on the mid-tower by our enemies, but we're going to go ahead and go for them. They did manage to take it down, but even with us there, I don't think we would have been able to do anything. So in goes the Thresh, goes ahead and gets that speed buff, lands the stun on Lux, who I should have immediately turned around and went for, but I kind of went after Ashe for a little bit, which was a pretty big error on my part. He did ping the Lux, so I went ahead and turned around to go in on her. Missed my zap, and I do end up taking her down, and then using that speed buff to get out. But I really should have turned on her as soon as he landed the snare. Honestly, not sure it was really our best decision to go in on them at all, because it was 4 versus 2. But we might have been able to do a bit better had I not tried to chase down the Ashe. Ashe is currently 5-5-4, whereas Lux is 2-6-7. That actually does put Ashe a little bit ahead, except for the whole CS thing. Oh, by the way, yeah, you go there. And that there. There we go, that's better. Akali's actually doing pretty well on CS. But yeah, I really should have attacked the person he stunned instead of attacking Ashe. Had my zap hit, I could have continued going on Ashe, but I don't think it hit. Actually, you know what? Even with it hitting, I should have gone after the person he stunned. Having a person CC'd makes them just kind of melt immediately, and it would have meant that I was sticking with him as opposed to just kind of going off alone. So that's something I needed to work on. And we do see that Lux is coming up here, so I decided to turn around, go in on her, or actually land my zap this time, and she just goes down to me pretty quickly, giving me that speed boost, and we're just going to kind of run down here. I saw Nidalee here, but I knew that she was probably not going to come at us. Shot my zap at her, but she was gone. I kind of like that zap, by the way. It's a pretty fun little spell. Massive range, just I see you and you can't run away. It's pretty convenient. I like it a lot. And it's good harass. But I'm going in on the tower here. At first, out comes the Ashe arrow, in comes the Ashe, and I'm going, oh crap, I flash out. And now I go back in. Right here, I probably, or right at first there, I probably should have shifted into rocket launcher to get that range. And again here, missed my ulti. I really should have shifted into the rocket launcher to get the range, but I didn't even think about it. And I was tanking the tower there, and that just got me killed. So I didn't fall back when I should have either. But using that rocket launcher would have been a lot better, as I could have had the range and could have managed to go ahead and kill from a distance instead of being right in the middle of them. That was what I was talking about earlier. I realized that I was not exactly the best at switching late game. I did really well early game for finishing off the kills, but I really should have used it a bit more in this time period, because while yes, it does lower the amount of attacks you can do, it does turn it into AoE attacks, and it gives me a lot more range, so I could have been a lot safer and probably not ended up dying there, as that was my 5th death of the game. The plus side, you know, I am still 16-5, but still I'm 16. There you go. Akali's trying her best to get out. They're chasing her down. Thresh comes in, puts the lantern down, and saves her, so that was a good move on their part. Thresh is actually a really good support. I really enjoyed having him as my support. This guy was good. He definitely was a large part of why I did so well down bottom. In lane. 100%. That's one of the things about the bot lane. I mean, in large part, a lot of the stuff is the support. The support can definitely carry the ADC. The ADC is, you know, the AD carry and everything, but still. There we go. I see them going in and fighting up there. I'm on my way up. I'm not picked up by a ward, but I wasn't sure if they had it warded or not. And as soon as I saw them start turning around, I said, nope, I'm going this way. Had momentary hesitation because I didn't know where they were, and there we go. I went ahead and fired my zap off. Now I can come in and naturally mess up my flame chompers there. Put them right where she was instead of behind her. I did also miss my zap there. She was slightly out of range, so I'm not going to get an assist for that. But there we go. I am going in on the Vi, and I'm actually right in the middle of it. There we go. Thanks for the lantern, and I get out of that anyway. Now I'm going in a little bit on Vi. Not going to do too much, though. So I'm going to go ahead and fall back. I also, by the way, I do kind of like her auto attack animation. It's a very nice animation indeed. Nice flay there from the Thresh going in. I needed to kite here. I really should have been kiting, but I ended up killing her anyway. Now I'm going in on the Nidalee. Mess up my zap, but that's okay. I can go ahead and go in on the Ashe and just kind of turn around and run away with my speed boost there. Nice flay from Thresh, and I went ahead and zapped. Turned around to go in on the Nidalee, who immediately ran. And there we go. I'm going in on the Nasus again. Should have kited there. Doesn't matter. I ended up living, but I really need to get better at kiting while moving. You know, stutter stepping. That is something I need to do better on. It's definitely one of the more necessary AD carry skills, really. I mean, it's really something you need to learn how to do. And I'm okay at it, but I definitely need to get a lot better. And a lot of times in team fights, I've found that I tend to just kind of zone and say, I want to kill you, and just stand there. And that gets me dead. So I need to learn to get a little bit better at the kiting there. On the plus side, I mean, I am 19.53 with 133 CS versus a 6.74 Ashe with 86 CS. So I definitely have a humongous lead. I've got Bloodthirster, Phantom Dancer, Last Whisper, and Berserker's Greaves with the Fury enchant, as well as a BF sword. So by no means am I doing poorly, but I'm trying to find stuff that I can improve on, and those are definitely things I need to improve on. I saw them doing this, and I said, yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to do anything. So I went ahead and fell back. And they got their first dragon of the game. There we go. Thresh goes in, lands that stun there on the Lux. Sorry, there we go. It was a nice lantern on him. Get me back in. I actually turned around to go for that, which was kind of silly. There we go. It actually brought me right into the middle of her. I went down pretty fast after that, I think. Put my zap out, but I still think I go down, right? No, he actually lands the stun there. That's right. So that was a good move on his part. And I went ahead and secured that with my rocket. Got the kill on her. And that gives me a speed boost to go ahead and chase again. I flashed to zap her, but it didn't matter. She was not getting away anyway. And then I went ahead and auto-attacked these guys for the lifesteal. And then ran away from Nasus because Nasus. But Vi came over to help me, so I turned back around. Started to go in on him, but it was a little too late by that time. And I put the flame chompers right where he was. So naturally we don't do that. But we're all going to go ahead. I think we're going to go in on the tower. I'm not sure if we end up getting it. I think we do. Nasus went in on me. I'm trying my best to get out. I don't think I do, though. I think I end up dying. Yeah, I do indeed end up dying. He put the wither on me and I couldn't get out, but they do end up taking him down anyway. We got the tower. I died, but we got the tower and, you know, the big boss. So, we're both dead. Together forever. Yeah, or until we respawn. Interesting flash there from Ashe. And it was a good flash from Akali to get back out of it. Akali's just running around like mad. I don't want to die. Ashe is still just chasing her down there. There we go. She goes in, jumps on the Lux. She's still trying to get out of this. There's the slow, though. She does end up going down to Lux. And I'll be back up soon. I was working on an Infinity Edge at this point. Later on, somebody pointed out that it was probably a good idea to go for Mercurial Scimitar, as it does give me that escape there from Nasus. With him being so nasty and withering me all the time, that would definitely help me. But at this point in the game, I hadn't even thought about it. I don't do AD carry enough, so I don't even know. I mean, I know all the items, but I don't know all the items, you know? It just doesn't... It doesn't come to mind. I technically know about them, but when I'm actually playing, I don't even think about them. Even though I know that they exist. But we're out there, so I'm at 141 CS at 30 minutes in. I should probably be a bit closer to 200 like the rest of my team, but I'm still way ahead of Ashe, and I'm 26-6. So that's not bad. I used that lantern to get in there, land the zap there on the Lux, and she goes ahead and Zhonya's. In comes our Vi. We're going in. I went ahead and used the flame chompers there, and I'm just bursting them down, doing my best to take them down. Down goes the Nidalee, and I used the speed buff to start getting at it. I'm still slowed by Ashe, and unfortunately I think I missed my zap, and I ended up going down as well. So that gives her a double kill, and that's not so good. Honestly, well, actually no. There was no way I was going to be able to kill her before she killed me. So running was the best thing there. Had I hit the zap, I actually might have gotten out, but I didn't hit the zap, and I ended up dying. But it's okay. Lux is going to die too. Death to Lux. And yeah, I didn't have enough gold to buy anything. I did go ahead and upgrade my totem though, because I wanted a bit longer wards. Upgraded that a while ago. I'm not really sure if you're supposed to do that on AD carry. I mean, obviously wards are pretty useful. Huh. That's interesting. Is it... Yeah, I guess it just continues to zoom in on you until you get there. I don't know. I think used to it would zoom in all the way on the corpse, but apparently not so much anymore. But anyway, I'm back alive and I'm going back out. I don't think I ended up buying anything this back because I just recently died. So I'm currently 21-7-6. That's not really so good. I don't like the number of deaths I got in this game. I definitely got too many deaths. But, you know, I do like the number of kills I got in this game. So there's that. And I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I think I was talking. Yeah, I think this was where the person told me about Mercurial Scimitar. That's why I stopped there, to go ahead and thank them for the recommendation. And that's not sarcastic, by the way. They were actually just being nice, so I went ahead and thanked them. And then here was a pretty big misplay on my part. He went in, and I was running around that way, even though I shouldn't have. So I started running back this way, and then I said, attack her. But instead, Jinx decided to kite around that way and go in. So then I went to attack her, but I was over here then, right in the middle of them. And I really don't know why Jinx wouldn't just auto-attack from down here, but instead decided to go ahead and run. So I ended up right in the middle of them, and Nasus just turned on me and insta-bursted me dead. So I'm really not sure why I couldn't auto-attack from here. I should have been within auto-attack range, but unfortunately I was not able to auto-attack from there. So I ended up running into the middle of them, and I should have been paying a little bit better attention so that didn't happen, because that wasn't good. Being in the middle of them as the AD carry was terrible. I insta-died, and I don't want to do that again. Oh, nice play by Akali. I didn't even see that. That was pretty funny. So like, no, I'm gonna keep running. You just keep going. He's like, oh, that was actually a really good escape. Juked him pretty hard. But yeah, I don't know why that happened exactly. But even when it happened, I was sitting there kicking myself. I was like, why would you do that? Need to be better at micromanaging her, I guess. Although, I thought I was, because I made sure to come right here to auto-attack here, but it didn't happen. Or maybe I was just slightly out of range. And instead of running to in-range, she's like, oh, I'm going to run all the way around, so I can actually be... Nah, I don't know. Either way, I wasn't happy with the way it turned out. That was a little unfortunate. I did use the lantern to get in on this, but Nasus is a little too fast, so I went ahead and just used this time to get farm. I'm at 159. Still not that great a farm, but 2188 kind of makes up for it in large part. Ashe finally has her IE, and I actually still don't have that. But she doesn't have Last Whisper either, so that... I'm doing pretty well. Usually, I'm pretty sure if you go for that, you want to do Last Whisper before IE. I'm not 100% certain, but from what I understand, Last Whisper is pretty important, especially since we do actually have people building armor. So I think that was a mistake on her part. But I went ahead and took this time to go down here, push this back, and of course I used my rocket launcher to do so, as it helped me push fast. You know, when they were all together. Once I'd killed enough of them that they weren't all together, I went ahead and did that. I did see them engaging there, so I started to come over, and they're all doing quite a bit here, so I actually launched my rocket to get a hit in there. The reason being, I actually didn't do that simply, you know, to get the assist. This is actually something I thought about in game, which kind of impressed me here. But I came in and did that because I knew if I could get an assist, that gets me that speed buff. If I have that speed buff, I can get into range and go in on them very quickly. There we go. There's that speed buff, and I get into range almost instantly. They didn't really need me, but I was here anyway. Launched the zap, hit her with it, and she ends up going down. So I was actually pretty happy with that move on my part. Actually thinking about it and saying, hey, I should make sure to get this assist so I can get into the battle even sooner. And that's exactly what I did, and it worked very well. Going in on the tower here, I'm only tanking it until the minions get here. There we go, they're here now, but we're going to go ahead and fall back anyway because Nasus is here. Actually, I don't think we do. I think that we probably should have just gone for the tower, and I think we did. Yeah, there we go. I just insta-burst it down. Jinx is really good at that. That attack speed that she gets from her Q, man, that thing is great. Almost instantly burst down the inhibitor as well, and we decided to go ahead and back off. I was going for red here, but my teammates pinged Baron. So I was like, okay, well, let's go do Baron. That was actually my on-the-way ping. And then, unfortunately, they just kind of went, bleh, and didn't go in for Baron. So, I missed out on red because of that. I was kind of sad. But I did go ahead and start heading up top. There's a lot of farm up there, and I wanted it. Being at only 177, I needed more. And I did go for more. There we go. Switched over to the rocket launcher. Get me that AoE damage. CS like crazy. There we go. And I think right about now I decided to go ahead and head back. I wanted to. There we go. Actually, I was checking that bush. I was originally coming down here to ward, and then I noticed that somebody had already done so. So I went ahead and came down here and warded here instead. There we go. There's my ward. So now I started to head back. And unfortunately for me, when I did so, they said, hey, you should go here instead. So I had what? 3,000 gold? Yeah, 3,000 gold here. I was going to go head back, but they wanted to go ahead and go in on this. So I came with them, and we went in on the Lux. There we go. I got that kill. And shoved these minions, and then they pinged Baron. So we went ahead and started heading for the Baron. Unfortunately, Akali DC'd. But a lot of people have been having connection problems in this game, because I've seen a few DCs. I think she comes back. So we went ahead, went in on the Baron here, and I made sure to do the whole kiting away from the Baron auto attacks. You know, there's the bubble. I dodged it. And we're just going in, trying to dodge things. There we go. They're coming over to stop us. I get that kill on Baron. And now we're heading down. Shoot my zap over there, but she dodges it. Now I want to head back, but my team yet again doesn't really want to. And honestly, it doesn't matter. I'm very strong as it is. I'm going to go ahead, come on over here to them. There we go. Vi goes in on me, uses that ulti. I flash over the wall. I say, nope, I'm out. And there we go. Our Vi goes in, doing lots of stuff. I put down the flame chompers and stun them in place. And there's the flay from Thresh. We need to get out of here. And we are starting to get out of here. And I'm just kind of kiting. I should have switched to the rocket launcher here to get that AoE damage. I missed my zap there, which is kind of silly. But I do come over here, and I see her almost dead. I went ahead and used my ulti. It hit Vi, but I still got the kill there. There's my zap. Lands on the Ashe. I just insta-burst her. I actually hit her really hard, too. Now we're chasing down the the poor Nasus, and he's trying his best to get out, and he does get out of range there, but I managed to hit him with my zap. Now I'm going in. Down goes the Lux. That is an ace, and that is, I believe, GG. And we're definitely chasing him down here. And, yeah. There we go. That's what it was. They surrendered. So I never got to go back, even though I've got, what? 4,800 gold sitting in my inventory. So I would have been able to buy quite a bit there. But I never got to go back and finish it off. Oh, well, whatever. I ended up winning it, and honestly, I'm very satisfied with this game. 25, 8, 11. I could have died a whole lot less, and I'm going to have to work on switching to the rocket launcher on Jinx in the running team fights like that, like the one that was just right here. Doing that would definitely make me a lot better at Jinx because I'd be able to attack on the move and everything. So that's something I'm going to have to work on. I do intend to play her a lot more in normals fairly soon to go ahead and get some more practice in on her so I get a little bit better. So anyway, that's going to be the end of this game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I actually did definitely enjoy this match. But I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.